Hi guys! So we are going to take our chapter 10 test. I hope that you're ready. Vamos a tomar nuestro examen de capítulo 10. Espero que están listos. Before we start, let's make sure we have our thinking cap on. Pon el casco de pensar. One side, chapter 10. The other side, math. Make sure it's tight. Okay, so está matemática, capítulo 10, y que esté seguro. Let's get started. So you're going to go on to Think Central, things to do, and then you'll see math chapter 10 test. So lo vamos a tomar en la computadora. Tienen que entrar a Think Central y buscar math CH10 examen. All right, I'm going to click on that again. There are 12 questions. Hay 12 preguntas, so not too bad. I'm just going to move this over here. Press start. Vamos a empezar. Now, remember that this test that I'm showing you might be a little different than the one that you get. So your numbers might be different. Don't memorize the answers because you might make some mistakes. Este examen que te estoy enseñando va a ser el mismo tipo de preguntas, pero quizás los números o las respuestas van a ser diferentes. Así que no se acuerde de las respuestas y copiarla porque quizás van a ser diferentes. All right. Here we go. I'm going to press the speaker.
Use the picture graph to answer the question.
Okay, dice usa la gráfica de dibujos para responder a la pregunta. And the graph is titled.
Color we like.
Okay, el título de la gráfica es Color que nos gusta.
Each stick figure stands for one child.
Cada personita representa un niño.
How many children chose red?
¿Cuántos niños escogieron rojo?
There are blank children who chose red.
Hay cuántos niños que escogieron rojo. So just take a look, count them, cuéntalo, and you're going to type in your answer there. Vas a poner el número en la cajita. All right, that seems easy enough. Let's go on to number 2.
Use the picture graph to answer the question.
Okay, so we have the same graph. Es la misma gráfica, or at least it's the same type of graph. Es el mismo tipo de gráfica. Same thing. But this time the questions are different. Es diferente pregunta.
Is the sentence true? Choose yes or no.
Okay, so hay dos preguntas y tienen que escoger sí o no para cada una. Remember, there are 2 questions that we have to answer here. Each one you're going to answer either yes or no. So the first one says,
More children like blue than red.
a más niños le gustan azul que rojo. Sí o no. And then this one, la otra.
3 children like red.
3 niños le gustan rojo. Yes or no. All right, that is pretty easy, right? Straightforward. Okay, so again, we're going to use the picture graph. Vamos a usar la gráfica otra vez. This question.
One more child chooses blue. Select what the blue roll looks like now.
Okay, so dice que si hay otro niño que escoge azul, ¿cómo luzcaría la gráfica ahora? So this is what we have for blue now. What if one more child chose blue? What would it look like? Which one of these? Aquí se parece ahora así, pero si un niño más escoge azul, va a mirarse así o así. Tienes que escoger cuál. All right. Number 4. So now we have a different type of graph.
Use the bar graph to answer the question.
Esta vez tenemos una gráfica de barras para responder a las preguntas.
Weather this month.
Okay, so este se trata de el clima este mes, and here it says clouds, so días que estaban nublados, sun, días que estaban soleados, rain, días que estaban lluvioso, and then down here it says number of days, so each little box is how many days had that weather. Cada cajita representa cuántos días tenía ese tipo de clima. All right, here's our question.
How many days had sun?
¿Cuántos días estaban soleados? So you're going to go ahead and type in the number in that box. Make sure you're looking at the correct part of the graph. Tienes que poner el número en la cajita. Esté seguro que estás mirando la correcta parte de la gráfica because the sun is the one here in the middle. All right, let's continue. Okay, so now we have the same type of graph. It's a little different. but it's still the bar graph about the weather. So los números están un poquito diferentes, pero todavía es una gráfica de barras sobre el clima. And we have a different question.
Compare the number of rain and sun days.
Estamos comparando los días que estaban lluvioso y soleado. So we're just going to look at the rain days, which is the green bar, and the sunny days, which is the blue bar. Nada más que estamos mirando estas dos para esta pregunta.
Enter the number that makes the sentence true.
Ok, tenemos que poner el número que haga la oración verdad de la pregunta. Y dice,
There were blank more rain days than sun days.
habían cuántos más días lluviosos que soleados. So we're going to take this line, we're going to take this line, we're going to compare it. Vamos a comparar cuántos más había aquí que acá y poner el número. Make sure that you put the number in the box. How many more rain days than sun days? All right, now we're moving on to number 6. Same type of graph again, different question. Misma gráfica, diferente pregunta.
Anne says the graph shows 4 more rainy days than cloudy days. Is she correct?
Ok, dice que Anne dice que la gráfica enseña 4 más días lluvioso que nublado. Okay, so she's saying that there's 4 more rain days, this is rain, than cloudy days. Dice que hay 4 más aquí que acá. So is she correct? ¿Está bien lo que dice ella? Yes or no. So that's the first part. Esa es la primera parte de la pregunta, pero hay 2 partes. There's 2 parts. Here's the second part.
There were blank more cloudy days than rainy days.
Dice, ¿cuántos días más había nublado que lluvioso? So you're going to have to put a number in that box. Vas a poner el número de cuántos más nublado que lluvioso. So this time we're looking at the top bar and the bottom bar. Esta vez estamos mirando la arriba y el abajo. We are not looking at the sun for this question. All right, here's another type of graph. This is a tally chart. Otro tipo de gráfica.
Use the tally chart to answer the question.
Ok, vamos a usar esta gráfica.
Sam's cars and trucks. Total.
Ok, so el título es Los carros y camiones de Sam y aquí tiene el total. And here's the question.
How many trucks does Sam have?
¿Cuántos camionetas tiene Sam? So we're going to look at the graph. Mira la gráfica, a ver cuántos tiene Sam y lo pones en la cajita. That's pretty easy. The answer is right there. Just make sure you're looking at the right picture. All right, number 8, we have the same type of tally chart, and here's our question.
Select the tally marks for the number of cars that the chart shows.
Okay, so está preguntando cuántas marcas de conteo representan cuántos carros hay. So tienes que mirar la gráfica y escoger cuál de estas va con la gráfica. Make sure you pick the one that goes with the cars on the graph. All right. Number 9, again, we have the tally chart. This time,
Which sentence is true?
okay, so ¿qué oración es verdad? Oops, I answered it instead of hitting this.
The number of trucks is less than the number of cars.
Okay, dice, ¿el número de camionetas es menos que el número de carros? Or,
The number of trucks is greater than the number of cars.
o el número de camionetas es más grande que el número de carros. ¿Cuál de esos es verdad? Can I clear my answer? No, all right, I didn't mean to click that. Okay, ahora otro tipo de gráfica. This looks a lot like the one that was on the review test. Se parece mucho al que estaba en el examen de repaso.
Chung visits the zoo. He sees 2 lions. He sees 4 more elephants than lions. He sees 3 fewer monkeys than elephants.
Ok, so muy importante de entender bien. Chung visita el zoológico. Él ve 2 leones. So, tienes que representar con las cajitas. You're going to take the little yellow square and you need to drag it to the animal to show how many there are. You're going to drag like this. Okay, that's how you're going to do it. So, así vas a hacer para representar la gráfica. Entonces dice que hay 4 más elefantes que leones. It doesn't say there are 4 elephants. It says there are 4 more elephants than lions. Be careful. Dice que hay 4 más. No dice que hay 4 elefantes. Hay 4 más que leones. And then 3 fewer monkeys than elephants. Again, it's not saying there's 3 monkeys. There is 3 fewer. Fewer means less than the number for elephants. So no dice que hay 3 monitos. Dice que hay 3 menos que el número de elefantes. Ten cuidado. Okay, so vas a completar la gráfica haciendo lo que yo dije. You have to finish the graph using the little boxes to fill in the graph. And now there's questions about the graph. Ahora le sigo unas preguntas. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you answered incorrectly if you see these colors. This is just a different number on the graph. Okay, so no, estos colores no significa que lo tenías mal en la otra pregunta. Solamente es otra gráfica para responder a esta pregunta. All right, and the question for this one is,
how many elephants does Chung see?
¿cuántos elefantes ve Chung? Mirando esta gráfica. Olvídate de la otra que hiciste. So looking at this graph, not the one that you just did on the other question, looking at this graph, how many elephants does he see? And that should be pretty easy looking at the elephant bar. And last question, la última pregunta. Oh, it says,
select a question that can be answered by Chung's graph.
Dice que tienes que seleccionar una pregunta que se puede responder usando la gráfica de Chung. So make sure which of these goes with this type of graph. Let's listen to the first one.
How many cars does Chung have?
¿Cuántos carros tiene Chung? Is the graph about cars? If it is, you'll click that one. If not, don't pick it.
Does Chung have more red crayons than blue crayons?
¿Chung tiene más crayolas rojos o azules? ¿Lo puedes responder con la gráfica? Or,
how many monkeys does Chung see?
¿cuántos monos ve Chung? All right, so ¿cuál de esas va con la gráfica? Pick the one that goes with the graph. That's it. Should be pretty easy. When you're done, make sure you click on Turn In so your teacher can see how you did and you can see how you did. No se olviden de apretar este botoncito cuando acaben para poder ver las preguntas como hicieron y la calificación. All right, guys, good luck. I hope everybody gets 100. Talk to you soon.